Okay. Apologies for the delay. We're gonna have those sometimes Tuesday mornings. The school bus sometimes takes longer to show up than one would like. Hold on, let me turn this light down. It's driving me insane. There we go. All right. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. I'm so happy to have my service back. And my eyebrows, although they're not growing in completely even yet, but I still feel good about it. Welcome, dorks, fatherfuckers, motherfuckers, all of the wonderful people that inhabit this channel. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm reaching in the pocket here for the phone, unsuccessfully. Hey, A-Star, good to see you. Okay, so my email is, good morning, Tarcisia, so good to see you. My email is in the description of most of my videos, not the last two, because I wasn't able to edit them. And Beanie Girl will pop up, and she will put my email up. But what I will do for you, since we're just starting out, is I will put the email up. And I highly encourage all of you to contact me. Let me make sure I did it right. Yep. So there's the email. Feel free. I get up pretty early too. What's up, Wild Puma? Yeah, this is the time frame where I get to see the other half of you I don't see on Fridays. Hey, Orc Wrench, good to see you. Good to see everybody. We're gonna start out slow. I'm in my work clothes, not nearly as tantalizing as usual, so not everybody get all worked up at the same time. I'm extra goofy today. I'm just real excited to have my service back. As I explained, that's why my last videos were whack. That's why they're not edited. Hey, all out. I couldn't get in there and edit the fuckers, and now it's been days, so I'm like, you know what? How about I just leave those streams the way they were, shitty as they were? What's up, Anna B? And just go ahead and recover some of the more important stories, okay? And then just say, fuck it, and we'll edit this video and we'll do it right. I've got lots of work. For those of you that hadn't heard, there's some change ups around my house. What's up, Christ X Star? Good to see you. She said, I'm in mine too. Just got home from work. Of course you did. You're the only other chick, not the only other chick, but you're Tarcisia, you, me. I know a couple of women here that work really friggin' hard. Anna B, I've never asked you much about what you do for a living, but I know you must do something other than be cool and make me happy. So let's cover. I'm so glad my service is back. You guys, when I was trying to live stream before, the service was so slow. Not only was I surprised that the stream was even working, but I couldn't come over here and check my emails. That's why I was doing everything off the phone. Couldn't pull up articles. I couldn't do anything. And so I was doing it off of the phone because the computer wouldn't work. I'm just so damn happy. Let's start out with a story that someone shared with me yesterday, a friend of mine that was cracking me up, like real life stories from dog lovers, because they're fucking insane. Let me fix my little, I cover up my webcam when I'm not streaming, so there's like this piece of tape. I always have to fix it. This thing is taking its sweet ass time. We still have a couple stragglers in town, but I gotta be honest, I'm so stoked. It's much better than what's been happening. So let me just pull it up this way, since it's not like this huge conversation and there's no sense in sitting here and waiting for this picture to download. Beanie Girl, what's up? A-Star says, finish my night shift in bed because, so another worker. You're a tutor. Very cool. Yeah, I'm going to try to keep the laughs up. I thought about it last night. I'm like, hell, I don't have any comedy. You got to understand, though, I wasn't even able to go into my emails. So for those of you that have emailed me and you're sitting around going, shit, she still hasn't hit me up. Fluffy. I haven't gotten a chance. The only time I've had to look was Sunday, which was, and I haven't gotten through anything. And so I've been working a lot and walking a lot, and I'm fucking tired and still dealing with stuff with the kid. So here's this story someone shared with me. Oh my God, story you may want to share. Here I am getting coffee, and the cashier is moving around weird. I ask if she's okay. She says, I have a few broken ribs. I immediately said, did a dog do it? I already knew it was coming. And then they go, I'm like, oh my God, what happened? She says, husky puppy jumped on her and broke her ribs. And then she says, oh, it's a baby. He didn't mean to do it. This person who sent me the story said, I was shaking my head. Good morning, kittens. And I said, what the fuck? Wow, what is wrong with these people? And then they said, I had to just shake my head and walk out the door before I said something stupid. I've been doing that a lot lately, just trying not to say anything stupid. You know, all my crazy hairs. So since I've started using my lengthening, look at this. Since I started using my lengthening shampoo, I'm growing hair back that I've been losing because I'm getting old and stress. I usually lose my hair right here. Stress. So it's kind of funny. Now it's all just like sticking out in every direction. It's been very funny. Let's see. Let's cover something real quick. Some of you may have noticed in some of my streams that we've been going through some financial hardships around here. We did a GoFundMe. It's still open. It's going to be open for a couple months. AJ reporting from Birmingham, England. Neighbor's German Shepherd has been crying and barking from its backyard cage for 3 days and nights. It's been snowing. So, AJ, my suggestion, let me show y'all real quick. Okay. I have a decibel counting app. I know it's kind of rough to see, but you can see it's jumping to the sound of my voice. If you record this and record the sound of the dog barking and that kind of stuff and turn that in, you can alleviate yourself of some of these problems. Exactly. Call the dog warden and report neglect. I just wanted to point out real quick, we are still selling shit through Mountain Rose Herbs. So if you want to help my family and everything, and if you can't, don't. But they have catalogs. They sell everything under the freaking moon. Every tea you can imagine. Please check it out. Good morning, Twiki. This is a good way to help donate to the channel while also getting yourself some shit for Christmas or whatever. So just something to think about. Thank you. That's the link that Beanie just put up. The only thing is their links and cookie streams aren't working properly. So if you order something, please let me know. Otherwise, we don't get paid for it. What's up, Kenny? So appreciate everyone's help we've gotten thus far. Really helps with the channel and to keep us going. Everything's going to be fine. I've been kicking ass and picking up new work. And now that a bunch of you are here, let's go ahead and hop into some more stories. So hoping my email works well. If not, we'll just have to use the phone. Not the end of the world. Been there before. Ah, geez. So some of these will just be better if I cover them on the phone because this thing's around. So let's see if I did not. Come on, delete these. I did not. So this is from a channel member. All right. I hope it pulls up the rest of it. If not, like I said, I'll be using the damn phone. Oh, I said, but my neighbors have been known to be aggressive toward noisy dog owners, so maybe I'll hear some window smash again. I'm not aggressive because I don't want to get myself in any shit, but I'm loud. In fact, it was one of my first live streams that I was like, excuse me, hold on. And I leaned out my door and I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, yeah, it's cold in some areas. So we have a group member named Astrid who said some great comments I wanted to share with you guys. And as usual, we're going to amp up into the more, centralized important stories and then back down. Astrid says, you talking about people getting into relationships and then wanting to change them. I threw those kind of guys to the curb. Now I've been with a guy for 6 months and it's going well so far. He's not doing the whole, I don't like how you eat. I don't like your hobbies. I don't like how you dress. The bicycle you ride sucks. Wah, wah, wah. I don't like it. People do this with dogs and other pets. A dog is a dog. Treat the dog accordingly. They are not humans. I have a pet snake. A snake is a snake. I treat him like a snake, not a human. People say animals are better than people. And even surveys have shown that people care more about their pets than their fellow man. Even post anti-social Facebook posts saying animals are better than humans. And as we all know, there's memes and all kinds of stupid shit. Okay? Yet, do anything they can to humanize their animals. That's why I'm sharing this was a very valid point. So they claim that animals are so much better than people, but do everything they can to humanize them. Okay? So you are attracted to animals for companionship because they are animals. and then make them into humans even though you claim not to like humans. People do this in relationships, romantic and platonic. They get attracted to the person and then want to change them. That to me is true insanity. I said, exactly, with a bunch of clapping hands. I said, also good for you. I hope it works out and stays on the up and up. I covered that story on the BBC about all those people calling in saying they would save a dog before a child. The shit made me sick. Astrid said, I do martial arts and I will roundhouse kick a dog and ground pound it if it was harming a child. Children can be annoying little twerps, but they have the potential to grow into contributing members of society. I know why they don't like kids and other humans. It's because humans are capable of, heaven forbid, judging and calling people out. People also have opinions and disagree with one another. Relations with others take social and emotional work to make yourself palatable for others. I don't hate dogs. This is what Astrid said. I just see them for what they are and would never want one for my own. Totally acceptable. Tarcisia says, when they say animals are better than humans, they don't give a shit about other animals. It's always nasty dogs. When people call themselves animal lovers, they are dog lovers. They don't care. Well, that's absolutely true. Okay? Mutts aren't even animals, let alone anything like human, Beanie Girl says, which is so freaking true. Okay? So I've got a lot of these kind of stories to share because I was looking through my comments and erasing some old shit yesterday, and I'm like, wow. So this shit popped up in my Google as I was looking around to take care of some stuff yesterday and completely infuriated me. And it's also sparked controversy online. So I wanted to let you guys know about it. You might have seen it pop up in your Google feed too. Lavish 2-story doghouse for golden shit retriever sparks debate online. A video has gone viral on TikTok, which gives a whole new meaning to the phrase being in the doghouse. In the footage, which was shared to the social media app by an account called Chipperay Girl, Chipperay Girl, something like that. Whatever. We are offered a tour of a luxury house, which the TikToker claims is for her golden retriever. The clip has more than 18.4 million views and is overlaid with text, which reads, "Come decorate our new doghouse with us." I'm not even going to go into how absurd this is. Sorry, I got to shut my door. It's getting cold. And how we should be doing this for children and stuff like that, but we don't. We're doing it for dogs, okay? Next, we're shown this 2-story house, complete with a ladder on the outside of the home, as well as a slide coming out of one of the rooms. Inside the house are wooden floors, Christmas decorations, as well as a fluffy dog bed and netted seating area on the second floor. The whole space is flooded with natural light, owing to the many windows on all 4 walls of the home. Despite what the video claims, in the comment section, Chip Here Girl sought to put the record straight by explaining, this is clearly a joke waiting on furniture to be delivered. Since the video, which can be watched on this link that I will put up, was posted on November 18th, it has been liked by a staggering 3.9 million people and been shared 182,500 times. The clip, which was also reported by popular Instagram meme account Puberty on November 21st, where it attracted a further 496,000 likes. Many people also rushed to the comment section to share their thoughts on the lavish property, not realizing it was a prank. What's funny about this? I read this and I'm like, oh, okay. There's like so many people that are homeless and fucked. That was us last year. We were totally fucked. And this isn't funny. One TikTok user says, dog lives better than me and doesn't even pay rent. Another person added, tell me you're rich without telling me you're rich. Another person jokes and says, does he need a roommate? I can bark. Carla Savings, a TikToker, says, I always say when I all over the world. And then there's this. A dog would be much happier on a mattress on the floor as long as they're right next to the best friend. Fuck, kill me now. Someone else shared, I'm all for spoiling pups, but this is dumb. Someone else says, Why would you do all of this just for an animal? And that's where the article ends. Thank you, Newsweek, for making my brain numb. I thought I was bad at math, but now I'm even worse. Hey, a Norwegian dog hater. Hey, Tom. Hey, everybody. AJ says it's staggering the amount of money spent on dogs, but the media promotes dogs. Sometimes feels like a losing war. It does. It does. You know, I'm over here doing it. It's often enough that I'll have like the brief thought, like, should I just shut the fuck up? You know, none of this is going anywhere. But then I have to remember that it is. Slowly but surely, someone new makes a new channel every day. Slowly but surely, something changes and people wake up and so, I try to stay positive. It's not always easy. Let's see if this will download. I don't know why the photos on my phone do not want to download today, but the articles are popping right up. So let me just go down into Mills and find it. It's just easier that way. And it finally came up, but it's like half-ass loaded. So, let's see if I can. Newport Council, this is from Matthew Lyons. Newport Council outlines plan to ban dogs at sports places, okay? Like different, fields and complexes and this and that. And Matthew said, so what? The RSPCA are saying they would likely be, we're as upset by this awful, sad news. You think smart people listen to us because we're experts. Banning's no good because they're just like us. Those are my favorite. Well, I'm saying, however, if there is a ban, it will stop the area from being polluted by reason that is sensible to administration. So, from there, because of the ban, anyone seeing issued rules being ignored would be absent-minded and are offered a choice to conduct the necessary systematic reporting on their dogs pertaining to common observation. Cannot simply just go to the dog park instead, as common sense would have put it. I have not heard any councils in Western nations leaving out inclusion for the needs of these individuals. We all have our own spaces, so what wisdom would say is to let those spaces stay reserved for their rightful designations and purpose by purpose and allow intrusion not on either with fair ruling. Thank you, Matthew. You're not wrong. Okay? He's not wrong. And I have another segment here from Matthew. We have a little bit of stuff that Christian does as well to share today. Hopefully it continues to act correctly. And it does. For some reason, it's not downloading pictures, but it's going right to the articles. But I'll take whatever I can get at this point. Newport. Okay, so this is the actual article that goes with his comment. Newport Council outlines plans to ban dogs from play areas, beaches, and sports pitches. Okay? The council is consulting residents on whether to ban dogs from play areas, beaches, sport pitches at certain times of the year after another council voted for the ban. Newport Council is consulting residents in the city until December 31st on whether to implement a public spaces protection order. To that I say, this needs to be done. How many places are the children having trouble playing soccer? How many beaches have you gone to? I've had some of you even talk to me directly and say, I stopped going to the beach because there's so much dog shit. The order will cover the issue of the control of dogs on public sites, including dog fouling, keeping dogs on leashes, and excluding dogs from specified zones or sites. The proposals intend to exclude dogs in Newport from enclosed children's play areas. Should have already been that way. It's a children's play area. Specific coastal areas and beaches at certain times of the year. Specific sporting or recreational facilities within sports seasons. It also would require dog walkers to keep pets on leashes, even in the countryside or at the coastal sites. Most responses to the consultation so far have been positive, generally toward the proposals, but more negative when it comes to plans of banning dogs from recreational pitches. So they're like, what? I can't take my dog to the soccer game. The dog does not belong at the fucking soccer game. One response from a Langstone resident reads, placing restrictions on playing fields during playing seasons may make it hard for people to exercise their dogs properly. Just let that sink in. This place is not for you to exercise your dog. It's like Matthew said, take it to a dog park. The majority of dog owners are responsible and pick up after their dog. No, the fuck they're not. I would suggest restrictions on picking up waste would be more efficient than not allowing dogs on the field. So there are children running around playing sports around a creature that's well known to get excited and attack children because they're running. This is your own dog nut words from your own fucking professionals. But you're gonna... But some were fully supportive, even of plans to ban dogs from the pitches. A resident in the Geyer, I'm not sure, about time. I have 2 dogs of my own. I also do a lot of cycling around Newport, and dog mess is a joke. I hope this is sorted out soon. So even this dog owner is like, this is crazy. This month, Caerphilly Council voted to ban dogs from council-owned pitches with 53.5% in favor. But that decision was for the full year. RSPCA criticizes the decision as unfair on dog owners who abide the law. I don't give a fuck. This is like saying, we passed this law, but that's unfair for serial killers that abide the law. I don't want to hear this shit. Billy Jade Thomas of RSPCA told CYMRU, we have engaged with the local authorities' recent consultation process and called for such a blanket ban not to be introduced. Of course you did. Everyone should want to see dog fouling tackled, and responsible owners should be picking up their pet's mess. Yeah, we've heard this story 100,000 times. If that was working so well, why do they have that group that's making so much money right now doing dog shit DNA? Okay? We don't think blanket bans like this are the way to deal with people already breaking the law. It's not fair for the vast majority of law-abiding dog owners in Caerphilly who may value some of these walking sports to exercise their beloved canine companions. Walk somewhere else. It's not for you. Not everything is for you. Why do these entitled fuckers think they have the right to walk and go anywhere they want with these things and let them shit and do whatever they want? And if anybody has anything to say about it, they're being unfair. Just weeks ago, a boy in Cardiff had left a disgusting mess after he slid into dog feces while playing rugby at the Pontcana fields. Yeah, that's my point. You people don't need to have your dogs everywhere. We need some space to not have the dogs around. These children deserve to go play sports without sliding through a pile of shit. Now, I've seen this covered on a couple other dog channels. It's so bad. I mean, I live in the desert, so you can see it. We lived in Washington for a while, though. Lots of grass in Western Washington, specifically. And you can't walk around without... I had to have like 3 or 4 pairs of shoes. Hey, Annabelle. For my son, so I can readily throw a pair away. I can't put dog shit covered shoes in my washer. And I had a dog nut tell me, spray them off with the hose before you wash them. Oh! I forgot about the magical properties of hose water. It gets rid of all bacteria, right? Everything's fine. I don't need to worry about washing dog shit covered shoes in my washer, where my kitchen towels go, where my clothes go. Yeah. A-Star says, I don't use public buses, but got on one the other day. A woman brought dirty dog to the top deck and sat it on a chair. That infuriates me. Okay. And then says, I gave her the dirtiest look and was on the phone, rude and loud, so she and everyone could hear. I said, ew. I have to go. My allergies. Disgusting. Dog just walked on bus. And put my mask on. And went downstairs. Never again. I agree. I don't even do the mask thing. I'm not judging anybody else. Y'all got to do what works for you. I do what works for me. The only time I've worn a mask in the past 2 years was when I've had to work around dogs or clean up their general mess while I'm on a job. Good morning, Shams. Fuck Fluffy. Anna says... Gross. Big fines do help. $500 minimum. I agree. Let's make these fines, because they do the same thing with like littering, right? Which is, you're littering a biohazard. So this should be more than just someone whom is littering trash. If you are littering feces, Okay. AJ says a deeper dig I could do is the amount of money spent on healthcare to treat dog injuries in the US every year. Then deeper and find out how much is spent on authorities dealing with dog reports. Absolutely. We covered this in an old video. Even health insurance claim or home insurance claims, excuse me. The highest claim is dogs. You'd think the insurance people would reach out and say something. Okay. Yeah. Well, A-Star's got, allergies, severe allergies to dogs. The only reason I'm grinning is because she does. It's terrible. So the lady was so offended as if I said something about her baby human child. Yeah, that's how they operate. That's what it is to them. I heard my neighbor 2 houses behind me yesterday talking to the dog while it's shitting in the yard, which is fucking weird enough as it is. And she's all, "Oh, my little baby, because you know your mom's baby." So, guys, I have this channel on YouTube, okay? And I'm about to share part of this with you. His name is Deadbug. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of him. He's a very foul-mouthed guy, does a lot of really fucking disturbing stories, and I've always known he wasn't, like, a fan of dogs, alright? Now, he says a couple things about dogs here. This is his newest note, and the first thing he says in the video is, "I fucking hate dogs." And I looked over because I was far away from my computer. I'm like, and come over to check it out. Now, he says a couple things I don't agree with, like when he goes on into, at least big dogs are useful because they can, fuck people up. But he's saying that because he's a smart ass and a piece of crap in a good way. I don't mean it in a bad way. He's very abrasive, dude. I've been watching him for a long time. He covers some really bizarre stories. So I really, really, really want to share this with you, okay? So let me close down the emails, and I'm going to turn off this light because it makes the camera easier to see. And I was going to say, yeah, daylight's coming, so we should have enough light. Deadbug? Okay, Kenny, well, fair enough. Well, here was his newest video called Strange Things. You guys have got to peep this story out. It's fucking wild. I probably should have saved this for comedy, but we're just going to do it now. I feel like we can all use kind of a step in the right direction. Let's do this.
Go out to a movie.
Hold tight.
This mutt here, his name is Catchy. Catchy, as in catch. I fucking hate dogs, especially the small ones that serve no purpose in life. I still hate their guts, even if you show me cute pictures. At least the big ones, you can train them to kill, to hunt people. They serve a purpose. The small ones, they're just a fucking drain on the whole carbon footprint. Now, Catchy the dog lived in Buenos Aires, which is somewhere in North Canada. Close enough. Yeah, I'm surprised they keep dogs as pets there. I thought that they just ate them, but I guess they do both. Catchy, as the name suggests, like to catch, and this is his favorite toy, a tennis ball. And he would like to catch it, he would run around like a fucking idiot, and his owner would throw it. And this is Catchy's owner, whose name is unimportant. I'm not sure what he's fucking laughing about. I guess it's some joke that we're not privy to. Or he could be senile, lost mental dexterity. It happens. So anyhow, one day, they were playing fetch in the apartment. He kept throwing the ball, and then Catchy would catch it, bring it back. They were having a great time bonding. And then this old fucker throws the ball, and it went over the balcony, and Catchy jumped off the balcony, and he fell 13 floors down with the ball in his mouth, and he fell on this old broad. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. She's already close to death, but it doesn't matter, because life is precious, and she died instantly, her and Catchy. But wait, it gets better. This nosy crow walked onto the streets to get a better view of the bodies, and she was hit by a bus. Fucking squished, the head fucking popped right open. But wait, there's more. Across the street, this hombre was walking out of the pharmacy from getting his medication, and he saw her get her head popped, and he had a heart attack and died. And this, my friends, is why I hate fucking dogs. My cat won't even use a litter box, much less retrieve a ball. Yeah, you got what was coming to you, Catchy. You got what was coming. Either way, life is fleeting.
The absolute chaos one dog caused. That was first I heard him say I fucking hate dogs, and I'm like, word. I go over there to see it, and then I'm like, what's this story about? And I watch it, and I'm like, well, I'm sharing that. I will put the link in the description. I will get it done by tonight. Like I said, I don't agree with every little thing he said. But for those of you that actually know the guy Deadbug, he's pretty popular on YouTube. He's a whole entire smartass. But yeah, the chaos one, and I hate to point this out, it's kind of that way with most dogs. I just dealt with a dog related issue last week, and it's like this thing. It just snowballs, until old Snowballs Fluffy causes a whole fucking conniption fit for everybody, and we all suffer because of it. We all suffer because of it. Okay, so this ain't gonna come up. None of them have been coming up for me. So we're just gonna go straight to the email, okay? So 1 second. Doodle 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 doo. And some more conversations with dog lovers. Ah, jeez, it's a mess. All right, this is an old one I want to share with y'all. It's pretty fucking crazy. Fuck Fluffy. Dogs never bothered me until my flatmates brought one into my environment. I seen a lady sharing a story yesterday, like, she wanted to get a cat for her kids. She wanted something simple. And someone brought over a tiny dog instead. And she's like, before I know it, my kids are obsessed with this fucking thing. She's like, so I keep the stupid little fucking dog because my kids want it. She's like, but then it proceeds to start shitting and pissing all over my house. It does nothing but bark. She's like, so it went from me just like not being a huge fan of dogs to hating them. And I'm like, that's the way it goes. So I titled this one, More Conversations with Dog Lovers. This woman says, I'm more afraid of people. I said, that is a reflection of your relationship with humans. Pipples are just fine until they're not. Then they cause serious damage. I don't think people should sacrifice children just because they want to have a dog. And another person said, especially other people's children in addition to their own. I'm more afraid of people. Deflection. As if two things can't be tragic at the same time, when in fact only one of the two is largely preventable and can be solved by simply not owning and advocating for a particular type of dog that does the bulk of severe and fatal attacks at a rate outpacing all other breeds combined. Such convoluted thinking for an adult to ignore the collective experience and trend of severe and fatal injuries because they have a breed crush. Gotta go to the next one. Hold on. Is not only high risk to themselves, but to their neighbors and community as well. These are humans to avoid because they've lost their senses, and high risk behavior endangers the public at large. This is like Tarcisia and I talking about dumb people. Dumb people will put you in danger. You have to stay away from them. I said, well said. Yeah, it's a breed crush, all right. And then I put the emojis with the dog finger banging. And then I said to the lady, look, this is the first woman who was saying she is more afraid of humans. I said, this is a reflection of you and the people you spend your time around. I don't often see people. Hold on, I got to go to the next picture. Okay. I don't often see people running up and down the road killing children. The humans in my life are good people with wonderful things to offer the world. You may want to change up your crowd a bit and find better people in your life so you can improve your outlook on your own species. Good morning, Indiga. Good morning, Kupak. Hey, Canine. Hey, everybody. Yes, breed crush. Well, unfortunately, Indiga, since I know you're fairly new here, I will share some disturbing information with you. Bestiality is a big thing. And over 70% of women have committed zoophilia and merged into bestiality. And as I've explained over and over again to you guys, there's a difference. Zoophiles imagine having sex with animals and think about it and kind of, hey, tuna head, haven't seen you in a while. And they fantasize about it. Bestiality is when they actually commit to it. Okay, so there's a difference. Let's go out of pictures again and back into articles. Oh, boy. Let's see. Nope, that was a picture. Got this from, let me see. I think this is from Canine, which is perfect because she's here right now. Yes, it is. All right, so this was some older comments, but I was going through and cleaning out the page while I was trying to go through emails. Okay, so said, fuck that. Of course, that's how I started the conversation. I really hate golden retrievers. Everyone is always crazy about them and they think they're so damned cute. Just clumsy, stupid pieces of crap. They're not even good at retrieving. I wasn't sure about your gender, so I was talking to Kim back in the day, or one of the other profiles, I believe. So I know a lot of people like to use profiles, fake profiles, and make it confusing for people as to who they are or what they are. So I don't like to assume. Maybe I'll make a whole video about the stupid fucking things. I hate them that much. Critic says, you know, you're one of my favorite commenters in any anti-dog video. I can attest to golden retrievers being total pieces of shit. I've had to live with them throughout my life. Our last one died this year. Things are looking up for me because there won't be any more dogs, much less golden retrievers. They're an exceptionally stupid and clumsy breed of dog. Got stepped on and slobbered on every single day. Food snapped out of my fingers. They're literally long-furred land sharks. They'll circle you if you have anything at all edible, including medications. Every single one of them had nasty skin infections and yeast issues. Fuck! There goes the picture. Hey, my computer's warming up. Gross! Gross, 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 gross. Can we all just say fucking gross? These motherfuckers. There's a movie about bestiality that got several Oscars in 2017, and that says a lot about our world. You're right. You're right. That beauty is the breed crush, apparently. Yeah. And they are prone to cancer and obesity, hip dysplasia as well. I do believe bestiality is legal in Canada. It's legal in a few states here in the United States as well. Okay. So Annabelle says, I had a roommate that left his chi poo in the house on wee wee pads. If he wasn't there to clean it, they ate the shit. I did not stop them. Man, Annabelle, I remember you talking about that. Yeah, and actually, if you could, who do we have here? Tuna Head, please tell us the name of that movie in case people want to go look it up and be horrified. Because that is a thing. Let's see. So this one has no subject. Like I said, I've been having to do it here out of the... I know what this is. So from the Facebook page, Beanie, if you could, because you're so fucking awesome, we have a Facebook page for Dogs Are Garbage, aka Ashley. It's called The Shape of Water. Interesting name. Oh, Rational Cleanliness. I don't have enough bleed to watch one of his videos. Yes, I'll watch it. So from the Facebook page, a wonderful member that I hold very close to my dog-hating heart is Juan Pablo Fernandez. And he also has an awesome name. He wrote this. AJ says, no, don't watch it. Some people like to know their enemy. Indigo's already seen it. Okay, yeah, I knew you were in Colorado, I believe. They had a lot of dog nutters there. There's a lot of weird stuff going on there. And Craigslist has all kinds of bestiality stuff. It's all over the fucking place, people. So Juan wrote this himself, and I'd like to share it with you. Dogs. You think your dog is an aristocrat. I don't want to be seen near that overgrown rat. Dogs cause trouble. Dogs cause pain. Dogs all the way from Wyoming to Spain. Dogs on scooters, dogs in cars, dogs in Toyotas and brand new Cadillacs. Dogs from Delhi to Afghanistan, they all belong in a garbage can. Riding a train from Lisbon to Berlin, all mutts on the way are ugly as sin. Dogs peeing on the streets, crapping in the dark. Dogs make a mess of the old town park. Dogs in the south, dogs in the north. One thing's for sure, dogs galore. You like 'em, dog's buddy, but I ain't no fan. Stinky mutts need a worldwide ban. Dogs in cities, dogs in towns, dogs dressed in your ex's gown. Your dog is a weapon. Your dog is a thief. Nothing around dogs but dirt and mischief. I'll tell you something, dogs aren't fun. It's time to dust off your grandfather's gun. I love it. I think he did a great job. Yeah, it was wonderful. And he's right. So thank you, Juan. I love the Facebook page. I really do. 1 minute we're posting like memes making fun of these pieces of shit. I will copy and paste that. I'll try and, maybe I'll, you know, you can join the Facebook page. Not everybody has Facebook. So here's what we'll do. If you guys want a copy of this, email me. The email is always put up. Beanie Girl's really good about that. So if you want a copy of that, please email me and we'll make sure to cover this. So, got more dog lovers. If this is the one I think. Oh boy, yeah, this is an old one, but I still have to do it. Um, This dog lover says, if you have kids and dogs and your kids don't like dog, then yeah, I get it. You get rid of them, understandable, but dog be trained. It has good owner, and dog be trained, go outside, poop, pee. And to, these are my favorite. Dog be trained to go outside to poop, pee, and to listen to owner, its own owner fault if dog doesn't act right. Either you did or didn't give, did T give fuck about training? Nad? Then complain about, which is childish and immature. And if you have bad memories of dogs because your parents, then it's their fault. They're like over their fault, shitty parents. And if you grow up still complaining about it, you're sad as fuck growing up and still acting like fucking kid. And I said, yeah, those were words. I don't tolerate slander or bullying here. Mind your manners or I'll just block you. Guys, okay, it's time for one of my favorite segments. It's okay. Just email me if you want a copy of the poem and I'll send it to you. Hi Cosmo, sorry. I know that made us all a little dumber from hearing it, but it's fucking funny. Okay? So, you're welcome. And I don't blame you for not being on Facebook. Just email me. I call this segment the stuff that Christian does. We have a group member named Christian B. Ale. He cracks me up. The way he deals with things, it's so funny. Every time someone disagrees with something or is defending dogs, he always has a very casual response that misguides them into thinking that he gives a fuck. He goes, "Hey, Z Oliver." He goes, "Oh, what did they say? Oh no, what's your opinion? How do you think I should handle this?" And it cracks me the fuck up. So, he is doing this post, okay, about signing a petition. We have a couple of them out there right now. And this woman, I always don't throw that out there, okay, says, dog lovers outnumber dog haters. Besides, we'll go after your cats. This is her response to a petition. So she's already offended, okay? There's the petition. Thank you, Beanie Girl. Brian, or excuse me, it's one of his aliases. Christian, because this is the name of the segment, is stuff that Christian does, says, I don't have any cats. Someone else says, disgusting. Proof that loving pit bulls is indeed a mental illness. This same woman who commented about the cat thing says, so is hating an animal. Christian says, what do you recommend? He cracks me up with these answers. I can't stay that nice, okay? And then he says, now that I think about it, the same could be said about people who live with animals. Animals only have the capacity mentally to be sociopathic. Even the safest type of pets make people's home filthy with dander and puts them at risk of contracting zoonotic diseases. Also, pets put people at risk of being attacked, especially the elderly and the children. Okay? And someone else, random, comes in and says, maybe pedophiles need to have the same treatment. They attack children, but I don't see anyone saying euthanize them. What a thought. Christian says, your statement is a deflection of the topic. Do you think the system is too discriminatory toward pit bulls? That original lady says, I agree. Christian says, what are you two talking about? Have y'all ever heard of the death penalty? What do your statements have to do with dog bite law? He kills me, dude. He kills me. I love it. What do you recommend? Do you have a better idea? I mean, just cracks me the fuck up the way he deals with stuff. This article came from Desgraciado. He's not with us right now, but I'm still going to cover it. He was talking about suicide by pit bull. And the live stream was freezing up. This was last week, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Send it to me. And he did. He emailed it to me, like, right after the live stream ended. And so I've been sitting on this egg, waiting to hatch it like the happy stepmother hen that I am. I know, I'm a fucking dork. Y'all don't mind me. And this came from 2015, but he was making a point talking to, so officials say, mauled woman committed suicide via pit bull. Port Huron, Michigan, the Oakland County Medical Examiner's Office has ruled the death of a 22-year-old Port Huron woman mauled by dogs Thursday as a suicide. Ray Jankowski, an investigator for the medical examiner's office, said Rebecca Hardy's death was caused by multiple injuries. The manner of her death was ruled a suicide. Okay. Investigators have said Hardy climbed over a fence into a backyard where she was attacked first by a pit bull and then by a pit bull murder Oreo mix. The reason Hardy entered the yard is unknown. A witness attempted to stop the dogs from attacking Hardy. The dog owner was eventually able to subdue the dogs and provide aid to Hardy. Hardy had extensive injuries to her face, shut up, Ad, and neck. She later died at Beaumont Hospital. The two dogs and a pit bull murder Oreo mix were euthanized the next day. This just sounds weird to me. You know, did she really want to die, or what the hell really happened? I love you guys. Fuck, I don't know. It's a really odd situation. Okay, so here's a second one, and I believe it's just a related article to the same story. I'm really hoping they're not going to sit here and tell us that all kinds of people are committing suicide via dog. But stranger things have happened, right? Yeah, there's still a couple people leaving town, so my computer is still kind of slow, which is kind of a drag, because if you guys remember, I keep a pretty new computer, and my computer was really fast until everybody came into town, and now it just kind of putters through the motions. Let's see. Yeah, it's the same story. But they say she committed suicide by climbing over a backyard fence and getting mauled by two dogs. This is weird. Like, is that the way you want to die? I don't know. I have people taking pills, people jumping off of buildings, jumping off of bridges, eating poison, but death by dog? Doesn't that sound pretty gruesome? This family member says that, we were walking home from the store when she took a shortcut through a yard. They were attack dogs. These are vicious dogs in an enclosed space. She obviously was aware of that. She climbed over the fence to subject herself to this threat. I still find this incredibly strange. She had an 18-month-old daughter and a fiance. And here's family member says, I believe it's her husband. Yes, her husband, her fiance said, I in no way, shape, or form believe she was looking to hurt herself on that day. She had a little girl. She wanted us to be a family. I think it's what the family member said and not what these guys are making it out to be. She was cutting through the yard as a shortcut and got attacked and killed by the dogs. Nobody stops and goes, yep, gonna kill myself, and I'm gonna do it by jumping into this yard full of dogs. Murder Oreo. That's what I call huskies. Murder Oreos. Because that's what the fuck they are. Yeah, Annabelle, then you know what I'm talking about. Like, school lets out or any major holiday. Like I said, I live in a tourist area. So when the holidays hit, man, my phone wasn't even working. All right. We can cover a couple more stories, and then I have to go to work. And I've got tons of other stories I got to cover in the future, and then I'm going to have to edit this video. There's been a lot of catching up. Like I said, I'm not going to edit the last two live streams. I gave up. I just can't remember all the stories. I can't sit there and rewatch all the videos. I'm too busy. I'm working too much. So I just can't. What I'm going to do is recover those stories in future live streams. And then I'm going to go ahead and edit those and add into the description. So everybody, those will just be fluke live streams that took place when Ashley didn't have hardly any service. So this article comes from the Mirror. Okay. And I'm trying to wait. Okay, there's the date. This came from the 19th of November, 2021. Couple savaged by sedated dog just 4 days after they adopted him from a rescue shelter. Okay. Oh, the thing is still loading. Let's just give it a second, and if it doesn't finish loading, I'll just pull it up on the phone. I bet it'll come up faster over here. Yep, because I don't have time for all this. Thank you. Go away. Let's just shut this down before it causes the stream to fuck up. Because that happens. Norwegian doghater, I haven't even had a chance to open that YouTube video, so you're going to have to be patient with me. Oh, you don't get murder Oreo. Yeah. You guys, how do you not get that? Four-legged plague, and I always crack up about that. Canine Critic calls them tundra dumpsters. A husky, I call it a murder Oreo. That looks like an Oreo, and it murders people. Murder Oreo? It's a murder Oreo. I hope that helped clear this up. And if it's a husky mixed with a shit bowl, then it's a shitty murder Oreo. You see? Yeah, right? Well, you know what an Oreo is, though. Don't fuck with me, Tom. Thank you, Orc Wrench. A husky is black and white like an Oreo, Tom. Why you gotta tear apart a good joke and hair split? I bet you're single. Ladies don't like hair splitting. See, everyone else is laughing. Climb off your weird, I don't know what an Oreo looks like or get the joke thing and chill. Anyways, let's cover this story, shall we? Tom, I hope you get the joke. If you don't, do what you gotta do. Orcas are called aquatic killer Oreos. Yes, I've heard them called, and I've heard someone call a zebra an Oreo homicide horse, which I thought was fucking hilarious. Okay. Yeah, all dogs are fucking disgusting. Oh, I know all the breeds because I used to train them, and I know them extremely well. You'll hear me say dog breed names that you're all like, what the fuck are you talking about? They are white too, Tom. Sometimes they're actually like, they even have like an orange and white looking husky. It's kind of like a ginger color. But you know, thank you. I'll be heading out for work here in a minute, so I really appreciate that. And Tuna Head, I'm so glad I got to see you today. It's been since like I did the workhouse that I'd seen you, and so I'm real happy to see you. Yeah, you go in a few minutes, totally fine, Beanie. If you want to throw up some links before you go, that would be great too. Why you guys got a hair split? See, now it's contagious. It's contagious. Yeah, I know all the breeds. So let's cover this story and let's knock this shit off so I can go to work and make some money. Okay, so she put up the GoFundMe. As many of you know, my family and I are suffering. We lost our roommate, and now suddenly I have to pay all the bills. Everything's going to be okay. But if you're the kind of person that's in the holiday spirit and you're feeling it, please help out. We appreciate it. If you want to help out by buying from Mountain Rose Herbs, please do use the link. And then let me know that you did it, because they're having issues with their system and we won't get any kickback if you don't let me know that you did it. All I need to know is that you did it so I can let them know. They're very good at taking care of it. The PayPal, in case you want to donate to the channel. The Facebook group, if you have Facebook, please come join. And the email, in case you guys want to contact me with any stories or send me any of your stuff. If I haven't caught up with emails from last week, it's because I literally didn't have service until Sunday night, Monday morning. So everybody just be patient with me. Let's get into this story from November 19th of 2021. Beanie, I hope you have a great day. Give Emma a hug for me. Do they have the shampoo I'm using? No, I'm using Redken Extreme Length Shampoo. Just don't get it on your pubes. Don't get it on your pubes. Okay. Oh, I was already low-key internet famous, but for other stuff. I don't talk about that kind of stuff because I'm very humble. No, really. I I've actually done a lot of stuff, and I've been in a lot of articles. I edit books for scientists. I've been mentioned in a lot of places. I've done seminars. I've done a lot of stuff. So I'm actually kind of popular with people. Kind of, right? I'm not a celebrity. I'm not saying that. I've done a lot of stuff though, and I'm known by a lot of people. I just like I said, I'm so humble. I don't like to bring it up. Don't want to brag. Bye, Beanie. Okay, last story. Couple savaged by sedated dog just 4 days after they adopted him from a rescue shelter. Okay? No is about many things, Cosmos, actually. Yep, many things. Many things. One of the reasons I don't bring it up is not only do I want to, yes, I have a public figure status. That's exactly how you say it, Orc. I don't want to brag, and also, you know how people are if like you have two intersecting opinions with one another and then suddenly they're not cool with you anymore? You know, I don't need to chase you guys off because here's the thing. I love everyone for their own decisions and uniqueness, whether you agree with me or not. I think it's beautiful. I'm not out to try to change anybody's habits or eating habits or living habits or any of this kind of stuff. I'm just here to spread awareness about each topic and I stick to those. Look at this. All this hair that is, I'm telling you guys, I look insane. Look at this. I mean, I know I always look crazy, but yeah, this shit is really working. Like I said, don't let that shampoo get on your pubes. A couple has been left bruised after their adopted dog attacked them just 4 days after he was adopted. Sharon Archibald, 57 years old, was left with a gaping deep wound on her arm, a bruised breast after the dog, I gotta tell you this one's name because it's fucking ridiculous, Moose, latched onto her in a crazed attack. The pink juice dog. I love that, Twiggy, you rock. It was only until her husband, Michael Archibald, 63 years old, restrained the dog that the attack stopped. The hopeful couple from Scotland had adopted the dog from a rescue shelter they found on Facebook, and despite stating their concerns, they were given the pet in a car park with no home check days later. They allege the dog has been sedated or medicated in order for the pet to be delivered to the couple with no issues. Sharon stated the dog that night was not the dog rescued. It seemed demonic. He was like a weapon intent on causing severe damage. When you see zombie films, when people just suddenly change, it was like that. It was horrible. My husband attempted to get him off of me, where he turned on my husband, knocking him to the floor, pinning him down, and then biting him. Before the traumatizing attack, Sharon had confided in the Facebook friends for recommendations of dog rescue shelters. So she wanted to get rid of the thing. Several of her friends sent her some sites, and she was added to a group on Facebook for a dog rescue shelter. She had fallen head over heels with this golden retriever collie Labrador crossbreed, Moose. The name says it all. Who shared similarities with her childhood dog. I'm not going to do the finger bang thing. I just feel bad. The ad has stated they were unsure whether Moose was good with other animals, but maintained that he was friendly. She stated that she was interested and very promptly got a DM back from the organizer in her area who described this dog as a lovely boy and stating adopting him would cost a $340 donation to the shelter. It was in pounds. Yeah, falling head over heels. See how they always use these romantic fucking things? Yeah, like a weapon. They are weapons. That dog pulled a Zack Stacy. Orc, you're great. Just Sharon claimed to have questions about the dog's temperament, his health, and whether he was up to date with all the necessary jabs. She said, I waited for a while for a response to be told that she was trying to arrange to get him to the ASAP. She seemed urgent to get payment from me. No shit, she's tired of dumping Xanax in the dog's food bowl. Sharon was able to negotiate the price down from $340 to $250 and was told she could receive the pup the next day, bypassing a home check, as she had had one in the past. She pointed out on her last home check that had been 16 years ago, and she did not mind that check being done. They blurred out some of the wounds, but I'll see the arm. So that was her and him before, and here's the arm after. Dogs should never, yeah, never be worth that much. But Sharon claims she felt instant pressure to take the dog on the 30th of October, who was in need of a home immediately. Why can't they feel this way about children? I'm just saying, there's so many kids out there that need fucking help. Sharon and civil servant Michael then met Moose on October 30th in the car park. Moose had traveled over 16 hours. He was very subdued. It took a long time to even get him out of the back of the car. I was a bit nervous, but I put it down to us being virtually strangers to him. The man who had dropped him off wore no official uniform and provided no extra information about the dog. Sharon claims he merely stated the name Moose and immediately left the premises. And he didn't want to get attacked. She was left shocked at his manner, but assumed that he may have been in a rush to get to his next destination. They got him in the car, and while he did growl a little, that had been it for me. He slept the majority of the way back home. Sharon said once home, we allowed him to take a look around the house at his own speed, showed him the garden. When he came in, he promptly fell asleep on the sofa. He was like this for the next few days, my husband often saying that he sleeps a lot. But it would be on the evening of November 3rd, so what was this, 4 days later, like they said, when Moose would launch into a vicious attack on the people. After being told off for putting his paws on the counter, Sharon firmly told Moose no, but was met with a side of the dog she had never seen. As he bared his teeth, he lunged straight at Sharon, gripping her breast and refusing to let go. Let me tell you something. A dog bites me in a titty, and he's dying. I see a dog bite someone else in a titty, I'm gonna kill him. I ain't playing that shitty biting somebody in a titty. That's crazy. You get a tit bite? You're like, oh no, Moose. Oh no, Moose, indeed. You're in the kitchen at the counter. Get a fucking steak knife. Slit this motherfucker's throat. And yes, it's you dog lovers that tell me that I shouldn't be talking about killing a dog that's literally latched onto someone's breast. I'm sick of that crap. I had someone literally come on here one day and go, you should never kill a dog for any reason. Are you some kind of coward? And I'm like, what do you suggest? I pulled a Christian, what stuff Christian does. What do you suggest I do? Do I stand there and let the dog attack me? And they said, yes. Yes, you do. It can't even hurt you that bad. Motherfucker. Oh, God. Okay? He continued to attack, biting chunks out of Sharon's arm. Here's the arm again. This is another picture. And her breast, you see her covering it. I'm going to read some of these comments in a minute. I was shaking with fear and covered in blood. It was dripping. It was everywhere. I don't know how I held it together, but I managed not to faint. It's another picture of the inside of her arm. Look at this horrific shit. And you're going to tell me I ain't supposed to stab the dog? Get the fuck out of here. It took a total of 10 minutes to restrain the dog and secure him in a crate. Immediately, the ambulance was phoned along with the police, who advised the dog should be destroyed under the Dangerous Dog Act. Sharon called the shelter in tears to tell them she'd been attacked, but staff said they couldn't get to her for at least a day. This lady's going to die. The ambulance rushed the couple to Dr. Gray's hospital, and an emergency vet was brought to put the dog down. Sharon was left in the hospital overnight in case of an infection from her very deep wounds, and despite her horrifying attack, Sharon claims an organizer from the rescue condemned her having the dog put down and protests that she wants the shelter investigated on their standards. They're ridiculing and demeaning this woman for putting this dog down that bit her titty and then bit her inside the arm and then attacked her husband for trying to help her. Fuck these shelters. Fuck Fluffy. Fuck this shit. I'm so sick of everybody defending these things. What about our people? What about these children? When does it come time to say, yeah, some of these dogs need to be... Ugh. She said, I want them closed. This isn't a charity. They're just making money for themselves. I don't believe this is the only attack, and I'm so thankful I didn't have any children. The shelter has been requested to comment and has refused to do so thus far. Because they're fucking cowards, and they don't want to talk about what the fuck they just did to this lady. They're just going to condemn her, tell her they can't get to her for a day. She's sitting there bleeding out. It's just, these people are fucking, they should be ashamed of themselves. Exactly, Annabelle. Every shelter needs a auditing ASAP. All Out 2 says, oh crap, crazy people. And this Indigo says, Moose the hero dog, she fell head over heels for. The breed crush is real. Yep. And AJ, reconstructive surgery is expensive, much more than $500 on dog food per year. The dog toll just went up past 100 BN billion. Yeah, you're right. Oh, I tell you, let a dog bite me in the titty. I can't get over that. Okay, I can't. So, guys, I gotta get out of here and get to work. As much as I have fun hanging out with y'all. Chomper is a mistreated pit bull. Please give him another chance at life. Shelter homes. Yeah, I'm sick of this. I miss the old days. We'll end it with this because I'm always talking about that. I miss the old days when a dog would bite a child or hurt somebody and it got put down. I miss the old days when they did keep dogs in shelters for more than a certain amount of time. They put them down. Okay? This hair stuff is driving me crazy. Look at this. I miss the old days. I want these critters to have to pay. And, oh, there's no death penalty for this or that. Bullshit. I miss the old days. Stop letting these things overpopulate. Stop pushing these dogs onto people that don't want to have them. Pressuring people into killing them. Pressuring them not to kill them. All this other shit. I'm so fucking sick of it. Okay? I'm so fucking sick of it. I can't anymore with these people. So, from the bottom of my dog-hating heart, I appreciate every one of you. Hey, fuck Fluffy, right? Fuck my fluffy hair. Until next time, I might do another live stream midweek if I get a chance, because I have so much shit to catch up with. Thank you, kittens. Thank you to all the moderators. I appreciate every single one of you. To all the people that donated to help my son and I, you will never, ever know how appreciative I am for that. Makes a huge difference. Twiki, we appreciate you. Orc Wrench, All Out 2, Tuna Head, Indica, AJ, Orc Wrench, A-Star, Christx Star, all these stars, star this, star that. I love it. And anybody else I didn't mention, like Kenny and Beanie Girl and Annabelle and Kupak and all of you, I appreciate you guys. And until the next live stream, take care of yourself, protect yourself, get some steel toe boots, and watch out for flyaway fuzzies. And I'll see you guys on the next live stream. Take care.